Hi, this is Heather O'Donnell, and this is my 4.2 mentor response. My mentor, Brian Meadows, has been having terrible back difficulty, so he asked if I would meet with our youth pastor at our church, Ashley Sloan, rather than meeting with him. So I did that today, and we met for an hour and 15 minutes. And I shared with her the work that we had done around the Addicted to Hurry text, as well as the Celebration of Discipline book. She had read the Celebration of Discipline book. I shared with her what I learned from the Addicted to Hurry book and talked through some of the things that I was trying to do in my life to ensure that I'm not rushing through everything. I asked her specifically if there was a way that she had learned to keep her life in balance. And she shared with me a story about a parishioner who had passed away from the church. This woman was extremely involved in her profession and highly respected. She was a leader as well, and she got cancer. And when she got cancer, she had to quit everything. Ashley walked with her through that process of the illness as well as when she died. And Ashley said she taught her so much during that time period. One specific story Ashley told me was that one day when she showed up to meet with this parishioner, she was lamenting, Ashley was, that she couldn't believe that this wonderful person was dying. And the woman looked at her and said, "You're dying too. We're all dying every day. That's why it's so important for us to be concentrated on what is most important, which is our relationship with God." Ashley said after that walk with this particular parishioner, she and her husband both have worked hard to be each other's accountability partners to keep their lives in balance. They make sure that they have family time and time for each other, as well as time for solitude and especially time for God. This was a great story to hear from her, and she's someone that I respect highly and I know is very busy, and it was neat to see how she had implemented some of the things that we talked about in the Addicted to Hurry book. We'd also talked about some of the things from the Celebration of Discipline book. I specifically asked her my question about the dark night of the soul that we talked about in the text, and she had some thoughts to share with me on that, but said that it was something she had not experienced herself, but felt that probably each person has their own experience related to that. We also talked about solitude, and I shared with her that I was someone that had always been afraid of being alone, and I was getting better at it and focusing on God's time in solitude and how He is working to change me, is helping me to understand it a little better. And she said her suggestion was that I maybe spend some time in solitude asking God to help me understand why being alone bothers me and has always bothered me. So I'm excited to sit down with God and try to figure that out. I also shared with her my plan to implement the disciplines in my life, and she said she was impressed with the growth that I was showing in the class and excited for me. She could tell that I was excited about what I was learning, and she gave me some great suggestions on my mission statement, my personal mission statement that I've been working on. I showed her how I want to utilize the disciplines to lead to meeting that mission statement and making sure that I am doing God's will, and she gave me some great feedback on that as well. So it was an excellent meeting, and I really enjoyed it, and hopefully Brian will be back next time. Thank you.